Another day and another ex-BBC personality has turned on them. Good stuff. Hi, it's me again, and yeah, like I said, it's another day and yet another ex-BBC personality, although she might be current, I'd have to check on that, has turned on them and started saying horrible things about the BBC. Maybe she's not riding the gravy train anymore. This time, it's Sue Cook. Remember her? The former Crime Watch presenter made the comments during an appearance on Nigel Farage's GB News show after he asked her about the future of the corporation. Ms. Cook said, "Sadly, it's not looking very good. It was an absolute national institution and a huge treasure. And I think they still do some good dramas, although not quite as good as they used to be. You see the woke boxes being ticked as the cast comes on. The foreign correspondents are still second to none. People like Frank Gardner and Jeremy Bowen and Orla Guerin are wonderful. But I think the news gathering is quite shameful. And they don't seem to want to question anything." I mean, she's preaching to the converted on GB News and on this channel. Really, she's not reaching anybody who doesn't feel exactly the same as her. It's an absolute joke. They reckon they're the pride of the world, BBC News, don't they? I don't understand where they get that from. Maybe once upon a time they were. Now it's just another government-run propaganda machine. And she's right, they don't question anything like it says here. Look, throughout lockdown, did anybody ask why? How are children going to be affected if you're closing schools? How are universities affected if you're shutting unis? And many other things, obviously. And yeah, BBC News just straight reported everything the government said. Nobody asked any questions about whether this is the right thing or not to do. They just towed the government line. And it's not just BBC, all the other news channels did the same thing as well. And you had to turn to alternative news, like on here on some YouTube channels that may be missing because of asking too many questions. And other online video outlets, which I'm sure you frequent yourself, to ask the questions, to talk about why they're not asking these questions, stuff like that. It should be the news's job. And as the UK's leading news outlet, the BBC should have been informing the people, and they're terrible. And what else did she say here about the dramas and stuff like that? Yeah, I mean, they did used to make the best dramas in the world, back when there was only 3 or 4 channels on the telly. Anyway, but now it's the streaming services because they're the ones that have got all the money. How much did they say that the final series of Stranger Things, we're currently watching it at the minute. I don't particularly care for it, but we're currently watching it at the minute. I think Netflix said it was like $30 million an episode. And I think the budget for Bridgerton's clothing and makeup and effects was $5 million an episode. It's a lot of wedge, a lot of wedge. The BBC couldn't spend that. And if you want world-leading drama, that is the kind of money you need to spend nowadays, because there's so many outlets, they can outbid each other. You go to the BBC with a good idea, the BBC will say, we'll pay you this much. You can go to Netflix with the same idea and they'll offer you 5 times more because they want it. And so it's just how much things cost now. And the way the BBC is funded is not conducive to being able to pay those amounts of money to get the good dramas. The only way they can do it is to make more money. Advertising, self-subscriptions to their thing. So Sue Cook's right. But it is surprising that she's turned on, because she was BBC through and through, wasn't she? She was full on that gravy train. Well, if you want to read this whole article, I'll put a link in the description below. But I'm sure the clip from GB News will turn up on YouTube somewhere, won't it? I haven't found it myself, and I don't like embedding them into this sort of thing because I might get copyright strikes and stuff like that. But let me know what you think about this, as always, down in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. That way, hopefully, I'll see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.